Thank you. Ellie and I are going through pain over here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm down here too. Hi.
Yeah. All right. You're all here. Take a seat. I believe we still need to discuss something important.
Yeah.
Is there a place I can... I'll be over.
We're missing a dwarf and a
Yes.
gnome, I think.
Yeah.
There we go.
But I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stand over here.
Right. Rose, I believe you should stand near us because this concerns you.
I'm listening, but all right.
All right. From our discussion, it seems to be it's been made clear that a lot of us don't see eye to eye when it comes to dealing with obstacles.
Understatement.
I must preface this. In having similar discussions with my sister, I'm afraid that I've adopted the bad habit of restating the opposition's points with sarcasm. If I happen to sass you in that matter, please catch me. All right. We need to draw certain lines in how we deal with creatures. And I believe the best way to do that is through example. So, let's go through all of the encounters that this party has come across, starting with the beginning. What was the first creature that we all fought together?
It was a blink. Well, you didn't fight it, but we
all fought the Minotaur.
The Minotaur.
What is this blink dog?
This was before we met
That
you.
was in the
This party had killed several animals.
I
We
see.
didn't kill it.
However,
We didn't
we
kill it,
did not
the
kill the
warden.
blink dog.
You killed 2 snakes and 2 spiders. Yeah, you happened to get away with not killing the blink dog, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
Wait a minute. So how did you escape killing the? How did you all escape killing the blink dog?
I tried to talk to him, and the warden didn't appreciate that.
Oh, of course. That makes sense. And I assume you tried to talk to the spiders as well?
At the time, I didn't have the skill to do so.
Neither of the giant snakes.
Same with them. I know how to speak.
Jeminia's face falls and she starts staring at you. Rose, how old are you?
15.
She gives you a raised eyebrow, like she's trying to process something. What is your relationship with the druidic elves?
Complicated.
Good or bad, complicated?
We're druids. We are neither good nor bad. Everything is neutral.
I have no strong feelings one way or another.
Okay, you know what?
He's not wrong.
Owen, please don't mock her. This is serious.
No, it's quite all right.
No, this is serious. Did you complete your druidic rites?
Yes. Barely.
You're sure?
Learn the language.
She folds her arms. Well,
We do not teach the language to outsiders.
I'm not asking you to teach me the language. However, something's wrong. As far as I know, a druid is able to communicate with any animal.
I can understand them on a certain level.
And you can persuade them. A druid is able to influence the behaviors of animals. So, and you didn't believe that you could.
I did not believe it was right to do so.
You did not believe it was right, or you did not know, or you were not aware that you could.
No, I knew I could, but what could I have done at that point? I knew I could, what? Lead them, take them away, and then what? I was delaying the inevitable at that point.
So, and all right then. Well, apparently that was a little red herring. I was afraid that the druidic elves might have lied to you.
No, it's just easier to communicate directly than to handle them.
And you did not even make a single attempt to try and pacify them.
Ivan had.
With the blink dog, that's it.
No, Ivan had pacified them. And you all took the opportunity to stab them in the back when they were pacified.
No, he had fascinated them. That's not pacification.
It's enough. It was enough for us to walk away and not need to kill it if we didn't want to.
Walk away in an arena.
Exactly. Which is this.
So what you're saying is that you are holding a grudge against the party for something
No.
that was beyond their control.
No. I am holding a grudge against all of us. I understand it was beyond our control. I understand that I have just as much guilt as everyone else. If I hold a grudge, it's the lack of guilt I often see. But I acknowledge that sins of one of our party are the sins of us all. That was one thing you said during your encounter that I agreed with. No one here is without blood on their hands.
Indeed. So I think at this point we should all try to come together and start with a clean slate. But we do need to make rules. When it comes to creatures, I think it's a safe bet that we do need to try and pacify them as they come.
Right.
Whether they be simple animal, or they be intelligent, or they be intelligent. That includes humanoids. All right. However, so Rose, as you are the baseline for this new approach, what do you say should be the point where anything goes?
I don't know if I should be the judge of that.
We want your opinion, though.
As
you
you
can
are
have
the one who
my-
seems the biggest you're the one who has the biggest problem. So speak now or forever hold your peace.
What I mean is, there is no point where anything goes with me. There has never been that point for me. And I understand that we're reaching conflicts where that has to be a point, but it's never had to be a point for me before. There's never had to be an anything goes with me before. I've always been able to weigh my options for as long as I've had to. I don't know what that point is. I've been struggling with what that point is. In the arena, I understood that those animals were going to die regardless of what we did. I wasn't willing or able to hurt them. I couldn't, but I wasn't able to help them either. The same was true for every beast we encountered. You guys made it clear you had no intention of showing that Minotaur mercy, so I killed it. There was no reasoning with Grimjaw. He died. There were all of these creatures I've seen die because I don't know what that point is. I don't know.
Diminish size. That's the thing about war. You can't save everybody.
I know, and I'm not like you. I'm not a soldier. I had to kill before, but I've always had the leisure of time to weigh my options. I haven't had that. Not lately.
Well, then it appears in this point you seem to be a bit of a moral center for the group.
Me? I would have thought that'd be Ivan.
Oh no, Ivan has his own parts, but that is in dealing with people. It's like you are It's you are the moral center for dealing with non-intelligent creatures. Have you met my Pegasus, Starjay?
I did, yes. No.
He's a bit of a twerp.
Well-meaning twerp.
Oh yes, well intentions, but yes, the road to the abyss is paved with good intentions.
Indeed.
But anyways, it seems like, does anyone disagree with the consensus that we all should attempt to pacify creatures as best we can?
Yes, I think we should.
But if they refuse to cooperate, then we must defend ourselves.
Defend, yes.
Also, and this is something from me. If anyone ever offers surrender, if anyone is ever helpless, if anyone cannot defend themselves, I want you all to promise me you will not execute. Can I get that promise?
Agreed.
Promise.
I'm suddenly reminded of that nightmare beast.
Yes, indeed. So am I.
I mean, my goodness, that thing was super dangerous. And when I cast my harm spell on it, yeah, it had fallen over, but it wasn't quite dead yet. And I was quite for the idea, let's make sure that it does not get up again, because my goodness, that was so very dangerous. And if we had let it live for much longer, it could have wiped out half our party.
Even so, the nightmares would have continued for the Galgary jungle elves.
Oh, I'm not talking... Well, that is the nightmare beast for the Galgary jungle. That is right. Okay. I was thinking of the tree when you were saying that.
No.
Okay, so yeah. In such a case where a nightmare beast was helpless, what would you guys say to that?
Exactly what I said at the time. I couldn't watch. Because I had, once again, no ways of setting it free. It was going to be a prisoner. And I didn't have the magic to set it free.
It had gone past the point of no return, basically.
But I couldn't do it. I couldn't even watch you do it.
Sometimes we can't save everyone. There's going to be situations where we may have no other choice.
Sorry.
I don't like that as much as anyone else here. We're not murderers. We're not killers.
We are murderers. All of us. Let's not beat around the bush and pretend that we're higher than we are.
Well, it appears that I believe with the Nightmare Beast, I actually have thought of there were actually, now that I think about it, there were alternatives. We were just so scared and afraid and angry, and there was a certain individual present that vexed us, that we just weren't thinking clearly. There was a teleport pad there.
I thought it was one-time use. That's what Rin said.
Yes, Yes, it was a one-time use. But we killed the Nightmare Beast before we found that out.
True.
Priorities.
I did not know what it was at the time, I'll admit.
So yes. I will hold you all to your promise, but I will be lenient if you all make... But I think we should, Rose, I think we should have a policy of leniency if we happen to make mistakes. The Nightmare Beast was a mistake, and we are sorry.
Boy, I wish I was here a couple of years ago, because I could have really needed that talk back then.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got a lot under your belt.
No, you know what? Clean slates, right?
Fine.
I'm up for that.
It's the only way to
Right.
go forward.
Clean slates. No more lies, no more secrets, no more hiding anything.
I place my hand. I place my hand in the center.
Oh, heck no, I'm not doing that.
What?
What are you gonna do, like a sports cheer?
No.
No,
That's not.
it's a sign of agreement, togetherness. I've done this in Gatlistown among my rogue friends, and I want to do this among you guys.
I put out the arrow for a reason, I guess.
Anyone want to join in?
I'm confused as to what this procedure is.
It's just.
It's a sign of unity, solidarity.
Think of it as a small ritual.
It's
That's
just a
why I'm
chance for
concerned.
all of us to air everything out. Clean slates, no secrets, more hiding. If anyone has anything to say.
Jaminia looks over to Owen.
I'm just staying here silent. I'm just looking at the rest of the group.
Owen?
I've had more than a few moments where this team has gone way out of their way to make it seem like they're not the most trustworthy. I am here to make sure that everyone stays alive. I'm sure that I've proven that time and time again. But you'll forgive me if I remain suspicious of more than just a couple of you.
Of course.
Okay then. Which ones?
Do you really want me to list?
They don't.
Since we're here, since we are doing this, might as well have the chance to do it now.
I noticed that no one has rolled a listen check for anything. You see something shimmering and moving below the ship.
There's something under the boat. I see something sparkly.
Well, don't go for it.
Don't tempt me.
I think we're in the region of the water elves.
Well,
The Dargonesti.
God bless you.
are any of you good swimmers?
I'm not.
I
Define
have
good.
water walk as a spell, but that's about the extent of my swimming. I cannot possibly stay afloat with all this armor.
Ivan
I can't
can
swim.
breathe underwater, can't he? I remember him mentioning that several times.
I can swim.
I can breathe underwater, and I'm an amazing swimmer.
I'm holding up to you.
Yeah, everybody ride check on Amber. Let's go.
Wait,
Anyone notice anything?
Music stopped.
Where's
Yeah.
the music?
Oh, great.
Have we arrived?
Ah!
There they are.
All right.
I've been looking.
No, nobody drop it. No, stand down. Stand
No.
down.
You're good. You're good.
Hello.
You're peaceful.
They look at you. Curious. How are the land creatures coming back here?
You've never seen a
Back.
boat before.
Oh, we've seen them, just not for decades.
Oh.
We're weird.
Indeed. You all have such... You have the oddest... Several of you have such the oddest colorations of skin. Yet that ones we have not seen in many years.
How long?
What is your business on these seas, travelers?
We seek an audience with the water elves. We need help for our friend.
I nudged Dominia. That means you.
Oh, what a time for
Hey,
Ivan not to be around.
Yeah. Jaminia moves over. Yes. I was hoping to request an alliance because there is a certain problem that we surface dwellers have. A very evil woman is planning to break a portal into the abyssal plane and unleash its horrors upon this world, and we need as much help as we can to try and combat it. The water elf looks at you. I wish we could help. I truly do, but we cannot.
Okay.
Why?
She points to the gills on her neck. We're not amphibious.
Right.
If they were breaking a portal into the abyssal plane in the ocean, then we'd be more than glad to help, but our neutrality is not one of morality. Our neutrality is one of pragmatism.
Would you happen to know anyone who could help us?
She looks down for a bit. We could direct you to the fire elves.
That would be most helpful, yes.
Indeed.
Just follow. You see the moon? It's a little bit to the left. You will find Autumn Fire Island. That
Ooh.
is where the fire elves are. Now, getting on their good side is up to you.
Any
Do you
advice?
have any advice for us?
Don't appear weak.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
They recognize and value strength.
Well, I'm doomed.
Not just physical strength. Strength of mind, strength of will.
I'm good.
I'm screwed.
Mr. tied himself to the man.
They only care if you are very good at what you do. They don't care what it is.
Huh, well,
They do not abide weakness.
Understood.
So, no critical ones, people.
You make your promises.
All right. Well, these elves begin to move away.
thank you.
You must be careful. We are not the only things out here.
Thank you.
Wait!
I should have yelled at them. Do you
What
guys,
else is out here?
you guys don't have a Kraken out here, do you? No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
kidding.
sure they do.
Don't
There's
you
been many-
say Kraken!
No, worse.
Oh,
I can think of something a lot worse than a kraken.
How can anything
I'm
be
sure
worse
you
than a
can.
Kraken?
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, Amber, don't tempt me. She leans against the rail. Any particular reason you two feel like staying up?
Feels nice out here. I've never really been out at sea before, so looking at all of this, stars, moon, clouds, just I can see everything, as opposed to, I guess, back in the forest or elsewhere. You get a different perspective and a different place that you go to.
It's free, isn't it? It's
Yep.
freedom.
Something I haven't felt in a long time.
Sometimes when no one's around, I just like to stretch my wings and just fly, savoring the wind on my face, the sensation of weightlessness. It's exhilarating. But now that there are ships around, there are going to be less opportunities to do it. But if it means that people are happy, I suppose I can sacrifice a little bit of me time.
At least out here where practically no one can see you, you have almost absolute freedom. No one to look at you, no one to judge you. None of that. Stalling for time or Amber gets back here.
Okay.
Serious?
Who wants to hear a joke? Lightning Bliss's size.
Okay!
She's not even here, man. Come
Exactly, so I can get away with it.
on. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm telling.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. As soon as you're gone, Josh is like, "Who wants to hear a joke? Your size."
Ha
So
ha
running in
ha.
this game.
Oh, now she's back of all the times for her to come back.
Alright, well, anyways,
Amber, did you have anything you wanted to say?
Oh, just something Amarta said to me that's getting under my scales.
What?
That I don't know who I am. I'm not sure what I'm doing. All I know is that I want to protect this group. And I'm not sure I'm doing that to my fullest potential.
Maybe you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You don't need to have this mystery plaguing you all the time.
And what if I'm not doing everything that I could be doing? What if I'm not being the full dragon that I'm supposed to be?
Did you
All I
not
know-
see what you did today? Have you not seen what you've done before? Let me remind you the time you suplexed a tree. Let me remind you of all of the amazing and epic things that you have done for this group. You
And
fit
what
in
if,
so
and
well.
what then, Cross? What if we come up with something bigger, like that fire demon? You saw what he did to Amarta. What if we come up with something like that again?
Amarta raises her arm. I faked that.
She mentioned that earlier.
Merely pretending.
Yes, I faked that because, disguise. Had to keep that up. But you guys both of you put two and two together anyway. So I'm not sure why I did that, and now that I think about it.
Point being,
Sorry.
there's no way I could take on a being that big or that strong. It nearly got me killed. It certainly
I
killed
know.
Jaminia. It was my fault that she got hurt. And
You have a lot more power in you than you realize. You are a lot stronger, a lot smarter, and a lot more braver than you think too.
More braver.
Yeah, you're asleep. Be quiet.
That was all game, man. Rose isn't gonna correct your grammar, but I will. Gosh darn it.
You're asleep. Be quiet.
That's sleep grammar, not safe.
Marta said to me though that I don't even know who I am, and that maybe I'll find answers back where I was raised.
Then why don't we do that? Why don't, after whatever happens to this island here, we're gonna be heading back anyway. Why don't we just go there next? Why don't we find out? I highly doubt anyone would be objecting to that.
If it means it'll help the quest, maybe help me become a better dragon for the group.
Here's the thing though. Even if that wasn't a factor, you are still amazing.
Have you
more than
seen
enough.
other dragons as clumsy as me, Cross?
That's what
Please
makes
be
you you
honest.
though. We don't expect perfection. We don't want like some almighty perfect dragon. Firstly, it would be so overpowered that we would just stomp over everything and we wouldn't get to do anything. But second,
I puff out a hint of smoke in my giggle.
listen though. You are good enough just the way that you are, and we all think that. We don't expect anything more or less. I certainly know.
The feelings are appreciated, but I think I have to convince myself of that.
self-doubt is something that cripples everyone, especially at a younger age. I felt that. Once you remove that, once you see what you can do, I guess in your case, the sky's the limit.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
I can't even lie.
No!
Your punctuation was terrible.
I think that was the point.
You're lucky I like humanoids. I think most dragons would have squished you by now with that flying joke.
Well, I think...
Amarda speaks up. I find that mildly offensive.
Forgive me, milady.
Guys, can we just say we have a side quest that we might do, or just freaking you to go to bed?
I pat Amber's shoulder before starting to leave. Don't stay up too late, alright? And by the way, dragons are pretty cool too.
We are, I guess.
All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna stay with Amarda.
All right.
You need to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm a dragon. We don't need sleep.
Amarda looks at you and says, "Don't make me be a parent."
It's platonic, okay?
Yeah. I know you're a goddess and all, but can't we dragons stay up late too? I'm big enough.
Oh my gosh, you're 13.
All right, where's Papa Wolf?
Somebody call for Papa Wolf.
Unleash the secret weapon. You want to talk about releasing the crack?
Martha? All right. Okay. Listen, Amber. I'm not supposed to tell you I'm not supposed to tell you too much. But one thing I will tell you is that if you do not get enough sleep, that there is a certain individual in your party who might have a problem with that. All of a sudden, you all are rocked awake.
Huh? I'm awake, I swear.
Bacon and eggs.
What was that?
Oh
What is
goodness, that does not sound.
Everybody up!
That sounds like a troll line.
Everybody
What is
up?
that?
Everybody
What is
up.
that?
Oh,
Send
what
above
is
deck.
that? Let's go. I want to go above deck.
Can we get above deck, please?
You're all gonna go above deck?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Give me a second to copy paste y'all over. And all right. Da 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 and da da da. Oops, that is a little too big. Alright. So, you all wake up, and you all wake up, you head up to the top deck, and you see it is storming.
Of course.
Oh boy.
Make it. It probably would have been better for you to stay downstairs, but since you're up here, tie yourself to something, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I grip the floor.
I guess the rope idea was actually a good idea.
I am clinging to the mast for dear life.
I'm
Maybe
clinging
I
to the
should
ground or the floor.
Hold on for me.
Down below deck.
Can I cast Water Walk on myself?
Yes.
Why?
Just in case somebody
So he
goes
doesn't
overboard
drown.
and I need to go fetch them?
I can fetch
No.
them too. I'm a great swimmer.
In the middle of a storm? If I'm walking on
Alright,
the water, that means the
Ethan,
waves
I
are not
need you to
throwing me
roll a
everywhere.
reflex save.
I'm still a good
What'd you say?
swimmer.
I
Reflex.
need you to roll a reflex save.
All of us?
Everyone roll a reflex.
Pay Thurin.
Oh, Faith Thurin.
Just
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I clicked on. I was on the right page and I clicked the wrong away from it.
Roll another one.
Wah!
Roll another one for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Wah!
Wow.
That's slightly better?
Unfortunately, you hit a large wave and Phaethurin is tossed overboard.
All right, I wanted to cast Water Walk on myself immediately. Did I
Yep.
get that cast before she went overboard?
Well, I
Yes.
don't see it on the.
Well, hang on a second. I have to actually cast it when
Yeah.
it comes out. Hang on, there it is. Water Walk.
There we go.
Help!
All right.
Hang on,
Phaethurin
Faye!
will swim.
Roll swim, roll swim.
So, can I hop into the water yet?
Yes. Yes, you may.
Well, I suppose
Gosh!
I'm the first to hop into the water and try and get her
Wow.
above the waves.
All right. Yep. Roll strength.
Hang on. I've got to jump overboard, and now I got to roll a strength.
All right.
Yeah, Llama, get your rope ready.
Give me
Yep.
a minute.
Man. Getting used rope ready.
No, he's going to use rope. You're going to throw it to them.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
16.
All right. Okay, so you managed to lift her head above the water, and you're holding on to her for dear life.
All right. So, she-
Fortunately, you do have a little bit of unstable footing because it is stormy.
I know, but I am 1 inch above the water.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, I can stay steady while people are grabbing ropes.
All right, yeah. Jalarum, throw. Yeah.
Can't
Right.
I cast? Look, can't I
Casting,
cast?
do I have to use rope for that one? Just cast it?
Yeah, Jalarum, you're gonna have to use rub. And unfortunately, Phaethurin, in order for him to hold you, he has to keep your arms confined, so you can't really cast spells at the moment.
Alright, casting my rope.
Okay.
There we go, 34.
Oh yeah, that is a 34. Okay, so expertly you throw it at Owen, who catches it.
Yay.
So,
Okay.
I make sure that the rope is around Faith Thurin, because she's the one who's going to slip it beneath the waves if either of us let go.
All right, that's gonna have to be a use rope check on you.
Well, can Faith Thurin grab the rope then?
She can too. It's like both of you roll use rope.
Well, I don't have any bonuses there, but goodness.
Well, just roll.
All right, so under skills, there's a use rope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I have no bonuses whatsoever. That'll be fun. All right,
I
here we
have to
go.
jump out there and grab you, then I will.
Nope, no good.
Sweet.
All right, it kind of slips out of your hands, but Phaethurin is able to grab it.
Very good. I can make sure that Faith Thurin stays above the water while she's holding onto the rope, and the rest of them can try to pull her in.
All right.
Yes. I'm gonna.
All right, everyone, roll strength check.
Alrighty.
You got
Oh,
it.
good. That's gonna be combined strength.
Oh, whoop, hang on. Let me fix that, sorry.
Wait,
Oh,
That
I
was
rolled
as
I rolled
June.
an apple one.
I got 20.
wow.
Yeah, let me try that again, sorry.
We did not do very well.
Okay, yeah.
Aside from Amber.
Amber just pushes all of you aside and grabs onto it and yanks them both up.
Strong.
There you go.
Okay. So, we are back on the boat, I assume.
Yeah, you are all back on the boat.
Very good.
Clearly I'm not tired!
Perhaps we should all go back below deck.
I'm going back below deck. Boats suck.
Below! Now all of you get below!
Not going.
Okay, alright.
The boat careens to a stop,
Huh?
and it kind of knocks everybody this way.
Oh! What the heck?
I think we hit something.
I don't know. I can't really see what I hit. Did I hit something? I don't know.
Oh no, I'm
I can't see anything. Spot
Hang
check.
on, spot check.
Deck.
Eh,
Where are we? Spot check.
why are my rolls
17.
crap?
28.
That's alright.
I must still be wobbling.
Oh, no, it's not actually, but it'll do.
Jalarum, You look over the side, and your face goes white.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What do you see?
I don't want to know.
They burst
So,
from the depths of the ocean and lets out a billowing roar.
doesn't that look friendly?
Are you kidding me?
Everyone, roll initiative.
No, please, no, I don't want to. Please.
That comes.
That's a biggie.
Oh no! Why do we have to fight the Kraken? Why?
Oh, I can't.
You have to take us off of the
Well, we don't know what to do. I got it.
Also, can I just say, screw you, Josh?
What did you think was
I didn't think you know we were gonna face a boss.
Guys, let's be real here. Let's be real. I tempted fate.
Hey,